The way we're going to talk about this today is from the very start. You have your first date with your client, you're interacting with them during your onboarding call. And I think this is probably the most underrated area where you can really set the tone for your coaching expectations, but how long you're going to coach this person and the type of relationship you're going to have with this client. So I think it truly does start with your onboarding process. When you are onboarding your clients, do you have them filling out a form? Do you have them instantly booking a call with you, right? How soon after you book do you hop on a call with them? I personally use a form as an application to join my coaching. It's by an application basis. And the reason I have this form, and the reason this form has more than 5 questions is, one, if someone is serious about one-on-one coaching, they're going to answer every single question. A second thing that I do is actually I look at the responses and I'll judge my athlete based off of those responses, because I preface it, please take your time filling out these applications. If the answers are punchy, short, like this, then this likely is a person that isn't too certain why or what they want to achieve, right? That doesn't mean I completely throw off that application, like, see ya, because again, we want to get clients, we want to help as many people as we can. But if you're being more selective with who you're coaching, taking the time to fully answer, like, what are your goals specifically if they're guided, or what does a full day of eating look like for you, right? Or asking certain questions like that. How much attention to detail are they actually providing you? It's going to tell you a lot about the personality of the client, but also the amount of effort that this client is going to have, because how we do one thing is how we do everything. And I say that from our very first call. So one of my things I would recommend is reassess what your onboarding process is going to be. Do you have people filling out a form? Who here uses a form application? Yes, no, thumbs up. Yeah, some of you. Okay. Some of you don't have video. Just put a chat, yes in the chat if you use a form. Or do you simply have a booking link where someone can book a time to hop on a phone call with you? Regardless, if you don't have a form, it really does save you time. So popping it into your bio on your website. If someone's truly interested, they'll take the step, that 5 minutes, to put in the attention to that to apply. Now, what are some questions that you can ask when you are onboarding someone? At the end, one of my favorite questions I like to ask is, how important is this goal for you? Because it's very hard to rate that, right? Rate the level of importance. What has stopped you from reaching this goal in the past? Yet another important question, because you want to figure out, is it finances, time? Like, I give them an option to select that. Because if it's finances, then you're going to have a little bit of resistance with, like, when you're talking about your prices, right? But if it's things like time, accountability, or just simply not knowing what to do, then it puts you in a position where you're like, okay, I know that you could provide the assets and tools to help them do that a little bit more efficiently. Now, also another thing is setting clear expectations as a coach. You need to be very firm at the beginning. And, Jason, we had him on a call in the student group the other day, and he said this really well. You could either have your client take the lead, and that can go south quite fast, or you need to establish your authority and lead. Now, here's what I have to say. Working with the client is collaboration. The only way you're not, there are going to be times where you have to make the client think that they're telling you what to do, but you're guiding them to do reverse psychology. Who here has done that before? Because I have, especially if it's like, they're very stubborn about something, whether it's training, like a movement pattern, or, nutrition. Instead of telling them, no, this is how you have to do X, Y, Z, I try to get them to tell me that that's what they have to do. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, dang, if I could do this with my clients, I don't know who else I can do that with, right? It takes practice, but it truly, when they feel like they're in control and that they're able to provide that value and guidance, it gives them more sense of, oh, let me actually do it, right? Like, gives them a reason to do it more. Now, there are going to be times where you have to set your grounds and be like, set the clear expectation that they hired you for a reason. Clearly, what they were doing before wasn't working and has gotten them to where they are now, hence why they have hired you. They called you for their why. Like Kalai said, they reach out to you because they need your help. So you have to really re-encourage trusting your help and guidance.